What's going on? It's your boy Sermon, the sermonsdomain.com, and we are chilling in the back with Raekwon. How you doing, man?
What's happening? What's happening?
It's an honor to be talking to you right now, man.
Alright.
So you've had so much influence on the rap game over the years. You know, you listen to Only Built for Cuban Linx, you can hear, you know, so many lines that people have used in their own rhymes, and you know, the beats have been used in so many different ways.
Right.
Did you ever think you'd have such a big role in rap back in the day, like when you were creating something like this?
I mean, nah, I didn't though, but more importantly, I felt like I was getting taught from the right teachers, which was that generation before me. You know, they was powerful, that era, man. You know, just the Raekwon, Canes, and you know, them is my heroes. You know what I mean? When it comes to talent, you know, it's like how we may look at a Marvin Gaye or we look at the Temptations or somebody like that. Like these dudes was them in hip hop. You know, so I feel like I was magnetized to what they was paving the way doing, what they was paving the way for, and it made me they student. You know what I mean? So, you know, I ain't know all this shit was gonna get like this, but I just wanted to make a name, make a voice, and just try to be heard, but let people really know that this is something I do, this is something I love. You know what I mean? Born that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm sure over the years you've heard, you know, plenty of remixes and freestyles over the beats that, you know, that you've used. You know, do you have any like favorites that stand out? Like of other artists using your beats?
Yeah, I always liked the Locks when they was doing their shit back then on my tracks. You know what I mean? They was really splashing heavy back in, you know, back in the days, and they were some of my favorite lyricists too. Them niggas, you know what I mean? And then when they was splashing it, it was like they was doing a good job. I always compared them to us, you know what I mean? You know, when I see them, I see Wu-Tang, I see the same traits. So that to me that made a difference right there, you know. But there was a lot of other cats though ripping out shit too, ripping it up to shreds. But for me, I remember them niggas. They was dogging shit.
Okay, so your sophomore album, you know, it received a lot of mixed reviews because you had like a lack of Rza and Ghostface involvement.
Ain't that fucked up though?
Yeah.
Like how you gonna say it's a whack album or whatever it is because it ain't enough Wu niggas on it? You know what I mean? Like that's not really giving it the great rating. You know what I mean? Because you feel like this one or that one ain't on it. But yeah, what you gonna say? I
was gonna, you know, that kind of lead into my question. Like, what made you want to like branch out from working with them, you know? Cause
it's like, you know, you're so used to dealing with a crew, but at the same token, you don't want the crew to feel like you have to wait for them to do things, you know what I mean? Like, we men, you know what I mean? And I felt like at that time, like, you know, shit, they already painted the picture, so why not me, you know, try to do things to better my situation as well and go out there and face the music world for real. Like Rza didn't have to be on everything. He did enough. You know, he did things for me that I felt like it was genuine. But more importantly, I'm a man. I gotta go out there and take care of my family and do what I gotta do. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to go out there and see what it was like to create an album on my own and still make it hot. And to me, a lot of niggas still loved it. You know, what made people not love it is the fact that they didn't feel the affiliation was there. And that's to each his own, but at the end of the day, for me, it was a big accomplishment.
Yeah, so when you, Ghostface, and Method Man did Wu-Massacre, there was going to be a comic book that was going to be with it, and it, you know, it never came out. And I remember over the summer some of the sketches that came out. So I just wanted to, you know, what happened with the comic book idea?
I mean, I don't even know, you know what I mean? I didn't know what was going on with that. You know. That was somebody else.
Yeah. Did you ever see the sketches? Because they had leaked over the summer.
Huh? We said
Did you see the sketches they had leaked over the summer?
Nah, I ain't seen them like that. Nah. I mean, I seen the ones that was on the album cover.
Yeah.
But more importantly, though, I never knew what was going to take place with that, though.
Do you see yourself wanting to do a comic book in the future? I know because Ghostface did the graphic novel, The Cell Block Z.
I mean, you know what I mean? If a comic book company step to us and, you know, they say the right things, then hey, you never know. I mean, I think it would be dope. I mean, you know, if you know, we are rap superheroes, so I think that'll be ill. You know what I mean? To have us looking crazy ill. You know what I mean? some rap super friend shit. Smacking the shit out of fake rappers and, you know, bagging them niggas and, you know what I mean? Keeping them out the loop, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So my last question, do you ever see yourself doing an only built for Cuban Linx 3?
Do I see myself doing only built for 3? Yeah, I see it, you know what I mean? But more importantly, you know, we're gonna get to it when it's time, but more importantly, we're gonna still make great music. But we're gonna do the 3, you know what I mean? It's just the seasons gotta work, because I don't wanna do it to rush it. You know what I mean? I take that name, that legacy of them albums, you know, I take it serious, and I don't want to rush into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I got other music and other product that I feel has a lot of potential too, you know what I mean? But it's 2 different worlds, you know what I mean? So when I go back to that world, it's gonna be that shit, you know what I mean? It's gonna be that shit. It's gonna be that world for what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's your boy Sermon, the sermonsdomain.com. I thank you for the interview, man.
All day.